It's about 9 in the evening right now, so I'm gonna take a little stroll around my neighborhood. At least when I'm alone, I don't have to stand behind anyone. Look, I don't know if you can see very well, but the sidewalks are completely empty. It's just me. I don't really know the direction I was kind of going this with. I guess it's a lot of recent things that made me start, or I guess revisit some of my thoughts. Let's start with what started this whole thing in the first place, where it made me realize for real that I'm just gonna be a third wheel forever. And maybe it's time for me to embrace that. It started a couple months ago during October. It was the very beginning of the school year, and of course, because I'm a senior now, we as in me and my friends were talking about what events we could look forward to in our senior year. And it's because there's other people around. I didn't expect anyone else to be awake right now, or at least in the sidewalks. I think I just got a bunch of weird looks, but it's okay. I was talking to my guy best friend about, we were in a group and we were talking about prom, and then we were talking about, of course, getting dates, and me and him kind of agreed, if neither of us get dates, we can go dates as in an actual partner, not platonic, or we could go together to prom, right? So fast forward a couple months and it becomes April, prom season, and at the class we're all talking about it again, and he's talking to another girl, and she's very sweet, and I have nothing against any of these people. And he starts talking about how he can go to prom with her, and as friends, by the way. Go to prom as friends together, so that I don't even know. I just remember being really disappointed when I heard that he would be going with someone else. So, and I guess this was more of an emotional shock to me than it should have been, because I considered him my best friend and thought I would also be his best friend too. But I guess clearly not, which is okay, because he's allowed to have other friends, and it's not even if that other girl is really mean or anything. She's actually really nice, so I don't have anything against them. But it just really made me upset, because I've been looking forward to prom, thinking that, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with him as my date, platonically, and then it didn't happen to be like that. So it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's just a prom date. What feels less okay is, oh, that's so scary. I should not be walking outside right now at this time because it's late and I don't know. What if it's dangerous? But I wish this playground wasn't so far. It's okay. I've had walks in the night like this before, and this is a safer area, so I'll be fine. And if not, maybe they'll just find my phone, and my last trace would be me complaining about how my other friend got a prom date. That wasn't me. Whatever. I'm being a whiny pussy bitch about this. Which is why I haven't really told anyone else. Because it'd be super petty of me. I'm just so exhausted by everything that's happened in the last 2 years. I swear junior year and senior year were genuinely the 2 worst years of my life. And I think it's just getting worse, which is fine. Because I can't do anything about that, and it's okay. Back to what I was saying. I feel like I got replaced as a best friend. But maybe that's my fault for thinking I was his best friend in the first place. So we all sit very, very close to each other in English class, right? And even though he sits next to me and she sits in front of us, he'll always have more conversations with her than me. And again, maybe this is just my fault for not being a very good conversationalist and being more quiet. And in that case, of course, it's going to be natural, but it hurts when they'll invite me to walk with them in the hallway and take a detour from my normal route to my next class. And the last time I tried to go with them, wasn't enough space in the hallway for 3 people to walk side by side together. And it was just me in the back trailing them. I think I remember vividly getting really upset about it, like, or as upset I can like outwardly in a school area. Like around the corner while they were turning, I just turned around and went back alone the other way because I didn't really know what else to do, because I would have rather been alone and walked to my next class alone than have to walk behind them and feel lonely in a group. I can't really handle that. There's people coming. It's so active. I didn't really know there would be so many people around at 9. Okay, we're headed to an intersection right now, and there might be cars, so I might slow down. But I also might be okay. I think I'll be okay. I'm gonna cross. I'm heading to a playground right now, so I can just kind of sit there and chill. I wish I was still in Korea, because if I was still in Korea, the playground would not be this far away. It would just be a couple floors down. It's okay. What can I do? I'll be going there anyway. But I've observed that this thing happens with every single other group that I'm in. Especially if I'm in a trio, I'm always the left one out. And I know I've always been sort of a floater in my friend groups, And I guess I should be grateful that I have a lot of friends, but it never feels good when I'm the only expendable one in every group. I can name like I can count 3 major friend groups that I'm in, and I should be lucky for that. But I feel like my bonds with all of them are so weak that it's negligible sometimes, and that they'd maybe enjoy it or enjoy their friendship more if they didn't have to constantly have to consider me. Which is okay. It's fine. I just wish that there was someone who would reciprocate my, I don't know. I'm never a priority. In my middle school friend group, since I moved to my middle school, everyone else knew each other before they knew me. So, of course, everyone else was already more comfortable and friendly with each other than any of them were with me. And that's okay. And then high school started. And in high school, I found sort of a new group of friends. Also, because my middle school friends weren't in my classes, and because they already had each other. But again, the same thing happened because our high school, 2 middle schools feed into my current high school, and my middle school is the minority. So again, of course, everyone from the other middle school already knew each other. So I was again the newcomer. And in every single friendship that I'm in, I'm always the newcomer, and I'm never like really important. I think if I was gone, nothing about the dynamic would change, and no one would particularly miss me that much. That's more prevalent also in my 3rd friend group, which is like a guy friend group. And just inherently, because I'm the only girl in that group, there's a lot of things I can't do with them. And I wish I had a group that valued me just as much as I valued them, but this could all just be my own fault for handling my friendships in this way, or handling group dynamics, or at the very least, maybe I shouldn't be complaining about this. But like, obviously I knew this would happen, right? I'm always one walking in the back, and I always have to pull the second chair over. I always have to make an effort to feel included in my own friend groups. Half the time I feel like I'm a bad person who people don't want to be friends with anyway. Yeah. So it's just a dilemma I had. Nothing crazy, but I feel like I've been this way we were picking college roommates because of course it's college season also. And everyone else chose each other and no one chose me. So I had to look outside of school for a new person that I could room with, which is okay. And then college is it's a whole nother topic in itself. I just feel like personally I haven't felt quite this lonely in a while, and I'm sure there's a lot of aspects where I could have done something different, or it was my actions that made people less close to me, but I still want to talk about it.